Let's go and get ready for Unit 3. Listening and Reading. Women in History. The listening text. Dr. Aisha Abd el-Rahman, who is known to some people as Bint el-Shati'i, is one of the most famous people in Egyptian and Arab culture. Egyptian and Arab culture.
الثقافة المصرية والعربية.
As well as writing books on society and culture, she also wrote poems and for 50 years wrote for the newspaper Al-Aram. Society.
المجتمع.
Poems.
قصائد.
During her life, she helped to improve women's position in Egyptian society. Improve.
يحسن.
Position.
مكانة أو منصب.
That man there is known to have a twisted mind. Dr. Aisha Abd el-Rahman helped to improve women's position in society. Dr. Aisha was born in 1913. Her father was an important man and Dr. Aisha used to go with him to meetings, at which she learned to read and write. At a time when many girls didn't go to school, Aisha's mother encouraged her daughter to get a good education and, as a result, Aisha started school at the age of 5. My parents have always encouraged me to work hard at school. As well as writing books on society and culture, she also wrote poems. Inspector.
مفتش.
A government inspector.
مفتش حكومي.
A research assistant.
باحث مساعد.
Degree.
درجة أو شهادة علمية.
Employee.
يوظف.
Staff.
هيئة أساتذة.
Literature.
الأدب.
Dr. Aisha was successful at school and went to Cairo University, where she studied Arabic language and literature. She was awarded her degree in 1939 and then joined the university staff as a research assistant. In 1942, she was employed as a government inspector for the teaching of Arabic literature. Dr. Aisha was awarded her degree from Cairo University. She was awarded her degree in 1939. Using the name Bint el-Shati'i, Dr. Aisha wrote many books and articles in which she argued for a more positive role for women in the modern world. Dr. Aisha was a respected teacher and taught at many universities across the Arab world. With her husband, Professor Amin al-Kholi, Dr. Aisha spent holidays visiting European museums, universities and libraries. Dr. Aisha died in 1998 at the age of 85. Her work, which had taken up much of her personal life, is still appreciated today. students learn better in this positive environment. Her work took up much of her personal life. Be in charge of.
مسؤول عن.
Suitable for.
مناسب لي.
Nursing school.
مدرسة للتمريض.
Nursery school.
حضانة.
Open a school.
يفتتح مدرسة.
Wounded.
جريح.
Read the following passage carefully. Florence Nightingale was born in 1820 into a wealthy family in Italy, but grew up and went to school in England. When she was 17, she decided that she wanted to be a nurse, although her family did not think that this was a suitable job for their young daughter. However, Florence's work in a London hospital was so effective that the British government asked her to be in charge of the nursing of wounded soldiers abroad. After working in Europe, she returned to England and opened the Nightingale School of Nursing in London, the first school of this kind. Nursing is a job of looking after people who are ill. This film is not suitable for young children. Flight.
رحلة طيران.
License.
رخصة.
Solo.
منفرد.
A solo flight.
رحلة طيران منفردة.
Fly a plane.
يقود طائرة.
A plane crash.
حادث تحطم طائرة.
Hospitality.
كرم الضيافة.
Impressive.
مؤثر.
In 1932, Lotfia Elnady was the first and only woman to join a new school for pilots at El Marzo Airport. Her parents did not want her to be a pilot, so Elnady worked as a secretary at the airport to pay for her lessons. When she was only 26, Elnady became the first woman in Egypt to have a pilot's license. In December 1933, she became famous when she flew solo in an international race, which went from Cairo to Alexandria. She was only the second woman never to fly like this. Elnady, who had to stop flying after an accident, died in 2002 aged 94. However, her achievements encouraged other women to have a career in flying. For example, in 1944, Linda Massoud became the first woman teacher at the flying school and Aziza Maran later became a director there. The first solo flight across the Atlantic took place many years ago. A license is a document that gives permission to do something. Please, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.